Hey ladies, that is not the picture I want. I imported a picture of Sam hula hooping in our new backyard. I'm going to edit it quickly for you because I wanted to share it. Anyways, here she is. It's a new skill. She's very excited about it. This is actually probably one of the last pictures we'll have with all of her teeth because she's about to lose her bottom tooth. My computer is slow. We opted not to buy a new one. Very sad. Anyways, you can see that I blew a lot of my highlights. I do that when I backlight photos, and I don't care. So over here I have a few presets. I don't even use most of these anymore, honestly, but this is my clean preset I kind of put on everything. And you can see just a little contrast, ups the shadows, a little clarity, and then plays with the curve barely. And then I do a lot in the HSL panel. And then there's some split toning, which I put on most of my pictures these days. Usually red in the shadows, and I forget what tone this is. Let's see. Kind of an orange in the highlights. I couldn't even remember what that was, honestly. Just warms it up because I tend to shoot cool. I do sharpen and do noise reduction, and we'll come back to doing a vignette. So the first thing I would do for this one is fix these little spots on her face because they're not so great. This is the first time I'm actually seeing the focus too. Not so bad. It's a little noisy, which is weird because that was only at 320. But anyways, I'm going to heal those spots, make it a little smaller. That's fine. Just one on her cheek next, and same size pretty much. It's a little too dark to sample from. Right there. And that one I might make one click bigger. Yeah, it didn't quite cover it. That's better. And then I'm going to make another one, make this one smaller. Oh, come on, computer. There we go. Seriously, my computer is slow. I just couldn't stomach the almost $3,000 to get a new one. We'll do that when Matt gets back from deployment. Oh, come on, let me grab it. Oh, there we go. You can tell sometimes Lightroom and I are not friends. Especially on my slow computer. I just need to work on clearing it. There's a lot of junk on this computer that doesn't need to be there, which is slowing it down. Oh, my other spot got smaller when I was playing around with it. I hate when that happens. I will fix that. Super exciting watching me do this, isn't it? With my pokey computer. Sorry. Anyways, let's go back to this one. I have nothing else running in the background too. That's the crazy thing. Unless this QuickTime video player is making it freak out. All the little ones, like on her eyelid and the little dust particles, I don't really care about. I just wanted to get rid of those lens flare, which probably were more dust particles, to be honest. Anyways, so I will probably come up here with a brush, and I don't think I want to take away that many highlights. Maybe do like -10 and brush the sky to see if I can bring some of that back. Come on. There we go. It's doing a little bit. Clearly not enough because I couldn't even tell if it was working. So let's see if I brushed enough of that. Yeah, I got it all covered. So I'll just keep clicking down on that. Bring back. There we go. If I really cared, I could do the ones in her hair. I don't care that much, honestly. Oh, and now I'm noticing it's a little tilted. So I'm going to straighten it. I know I should use that tool to straighten it, but I just like clicking instead. That looks good. And this is not a great crop, but, well, I guess I'll put her more centered. It is what it is. Catching her in action was a little challenging. So I think I'm going to add a vignette. Usually I do like -15. It was interesting to see some of you do your vignettes because I do not make mine round. I do mine more oval, and then I feather it. That was probably a little more than I want. 10's good. And then I'm going to come and check my white balance. This is also my laziness. I'm just going to check what it does when I put it in auto. It's probably going to want to cool it. Oh yeah, bad, bad, bad. So I'm going to say, forget you, Lightroom. And I noticed that she's maybe a smidge orange. So I might come down, a click there, a click here. I might take away some of my split toning. My computer will respond. So maybe make that only a 2 for the highlights and 1 for the shadow. And then since I see orange, I might bump the luminance in the orange a little more. Let's see. Bring some more life in her face. Just a little. Okay. And then just because it wasn't super sharp, I'm probably going to sharpen her face just a smidge. Put down the size. Just a little to bring out all of her features. There we go. And I'm going to click away the highlight warning. Okay, the hair is kind of bad. I'm going to do the hair a little bit and see if it helps. She doesn't normally wear her hair down, so that's odd for me to have to deal with it. Normally it's slicked back in a ponytail. Just brush right there. And pull back a little more. Maybe I'll pull some of the whites out of it. There we go. See if I can pull back even more. So it's so really blown, but it is what it is, right? It's a picture of my kid. No one really cares that much other than me. So anyways, that's probably about all I would do to this, if I'm being honest. It wasn't very much. You can see the before and after. Just, I deepened it. I don't like matte. I like my colors richer. If you really want, I will check her skin just to see where she's at. I do that by sight. I don't usually pay attention to the numbers. You were all saying like forehead. So she's kind of low. There's a good spread. It's a very even spread, about 18 points. Green's kind of right in the middle. Maybe a smidge green. So what I might do with that, from that grass, is put that shadow luminance back there, and then maybe I'll pull my green back for saturation. I bump the luminance of the green, knowing that there's some in her skin. And then here, I will play with the exposure, just in case that looks better. Often what I do, since I tend to underexpose, is go when it's too bright, and then I click back to where I like it. That's too dark. See, right at 0. So anyways, even if she is a little underexposed, that's how the light was in the yard at the moment, and I like it. So anyways, that was